Okay, you're given that some polynomial function has zeros at 2 and 4 minus 4i. And if 4 minus 4i is a root, then so is 4 plus 4i. That's called the conjugate. So complex roots come as conjugate pairs. And if 2 is a 0, then x minus 2 is a factor. If 4 minus 4i is a 0, then x minus the quantity 4 minus 4i is a factor, and so is x minus the quantity 4 plus 4i. We want to multiply all this stuff together. The easiest way to do that, as far as these two binomials, is to rewrite this by removing the parentheses and then grouping the x minus 4s. And then what you have for the product of these two last factors is a difference of squares. X minus 4 is like the first term squared. 4i is the second term. So we're going to square the first term, x minus 4, the quantity squared, minus square the second term. X minus 4, the quantity squared, is x squared minus 8x plus 16, minus this thing squared is 16i squared. Since I squared is -1, this becomes a plus 16 plus 32. That's the product of those two factors in brackets. Now we got to multiply that by x minus 2. So I'll take x times every term over here, which I did right here, and then -2 times every term of the trinomial. When you combine similar terms, there's what you get. There's your p of x right there. Now, you may or may not have been introduced to synthetic division, but if you have, just here's a little way to verify. If we know 2 is a root, then by synthetic division, we should end up with the remainder of 0 here, and indeed we do. And these are the coefficients of the residual polynomial, minus 8x plus 32, which matches what we had here. Okay. By the way, there's a formula for multiplying these two things together. If we do it for the complex number a plus bi, and we do the same thing that we did on the previous page, this is your formula when you want to multiply the factors together that contain conjugate pair zeros. And here's a verification that that shortcut would have worked. X squared minus 2ax. Well, a was 4, so minus 2 times 4 is minus 8x. Then plus a squared plus b squared. 16 plus 16 is 32. That goes a lot quicker than doing this every time. So you might want to jot that formula down in your notebook. There you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.